Hello there, and welcome to the WhoTube Awards of 2021, a Doctor Who themed award ceremony video that celebrates the very best of the show and its community on YouTube in 2020. Yes, in true timey-wimey fashion, this is a video made and released in 2023, all about the year 2020, with the year 2021 in the title. Makes perfect sense. In all seriousness, if you've been following my channel for the past few years, then you might remember that in 2019 and 2020, I released two Doctor Who themed award ceremony videos entitled the WhoTube Awards, which celebrated both the show and those that make videos all about Doctor Who on YouTube. Viewers voted for all the winners in videos that I released prior to the award ceremony videos, and then in the actual award ceremony, popular Doctor Who YouTubers, or WhoTubers as they're more commonly known, were kind enough to announce the winners for me. It was truly wonderful to see so many Doctor Who fans come together to celebrate the community, and to this day, those two videos are some of my favourites that I've ever released. Because of how well received the WhoTube Awards were, and because I love trilogies, I had intended on making a third edition at the start of 2021. However, for a number of reasons, the pandemic being one of them, I ultimately decided to scrap this not long after putting together a long list of nominees. I never really got over the fact that the video was left unmade, to be honest. So when I recently rediscovered the list of nominees, I knew it was finally time to finish the video. And hence, the WhoTube Awards of 2021 was born. A quick disclaimer before we get on with the main event. Largely because this video is over 2 years late, I'm going to do things a bit differently this year. First of all, there won't be any guest presenters. So I'm afraid this time you're stuck with me announcing all of the winners. You may also have noticed that I didn't open up any categories for voting this year. To be honest, considering this video is all to do with matters from all the way back in 2020, I didn't think many people would want to vote, and understandably so really. What this means is that the winners in most categories will be all 10 or so nominees who made it through to the shortlist. So there's going to be a lot of winners this year. However, some categories will have a single winner though, and these were determined based on what seemed to be the most popular in the fandom. Finally, because I didn't open up any categories for voting this year, it means that for the first time ever, everyone will go into this video completely blind as to which WhoTubers and videos have been nominated. And I find that so exciting, to be honest. Without further ado, let's start the show. Kicking things off in style, we have the award for Best Series 12 Episode. Series 12 may have ended up being quite controversial amongst the fandom due to how it changed the lore of the show, but I personally thought it was the strongest series in the Chibnall era. A lot of my issues with the era are still present in this series, but overall I thought the episodes were much more enjoyable and better written than what we got in Series 11 and Flux. It was actually really easy to determine a winner for this category. I simply used whichever Series 12 episode got the most votes in Doctor Who magazine's recent poll that ranked all of the 13th Doctor's episodes. No doubt you all remember the episodes that aired in Series 12, but just in case you need a reminder, the nominees for Best Series 12 Episode are Spyfall Part 1, Spyfall Part 2, Orphan 55, Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror, Fugitive of the Judoon, Praxeus, Can You Hear Me, The Haunting of Villa Diodati, Ascension of the Cybermen, and The Timeless Children. And And the winner is... The Haunting of Villa Diodati. I am delighted that this episode received the most votes in Doctor Who magazine's poll, as I honestly think it is the best episode of Series 12. It was a really spooky and atmospheric historical episode that starts as a ghost story before unexpectedly turning into a Frankenstein-esque horror featuring the Cybermen at the halfway point. Having a partially converted lone Cyberman was a genius idea that I really have to give credit to Chris Chibnall and Maxine Alderton for coming up with. Ashad was such a menacing and well-designed villain who managed to do something with the Cybermen that arguably hadn't been the case for a number of years beforehand. He made them scary again. I just know that if I watched this episode as a child, I would have been absolutely terrified of Ashad, especially during that incredibly tense scene involving the baby. Speaking of incredible scenes, this episode also features an amazing speech for the 13th Doctor towards the end that really demonstrates Jodie Whittaker's ability to do dark and dramatic scenes. Overall, this was an exciting and memorable episode of Doctor Who that works as both a standalone story and a prequel to the two-parter that followed it. Congratulations to all those involved in producing this superb episode of the show. Sticking with the theme of Series 12, the next award is for Best Moment from Series 12. There were many standout moments from across the series, but in my opinion, the following 7 nominees were the very best and were the ones that had everyone excitedly discussing them online. Before you all come after me in the comments, the reason why I've decided not to put the Timeless Child reveal as a nominee is due to how controversial it ended up being amongst the fandom. Without further ado, the nominees for Best Series 12 Moment are... Oh Is the Master from Spyfall Part 1.
Doctor, I did say look for the Spy Master. Or should I say Spy Master. Hi.
You can't be.
Oh, I can be. I very much am.
The Doctor returns to Gallifrey from Spyfall Part 2. Captain Jack is back from Fugitive of the Judoon.
Have we met?
Still cheeky. Regeneration can change that. Gotta say, loving the grey at the temple.
Ruth is the Doctor, also from Fugitive of the Judoon.
What is this?
That's my ship.
What?
Let me take it from the top. Hello, I'm the Doctor.
Yaz's Moment from Can You Hear Me?
What if this moment where you want to run away from everyone, including yourself, is just that? A moment. What if we find a way to get you through it and out the other side?
The Lone Cyberman arrives from The Haunting of Villa Diodati.
Who's trying to get in? That is a lone Cyberman.
And the Doctor's speech, also from The Haunting of Villa Diodati.
Because sometimes this team structure isn't flat. It's mountainous, with me at the summit, in the stratosphere, alone. Left to choose. Save the poet.
save the universe. Watch people burn now or tomorrow. Sometimes even I can't win.
And the winner is whichever scene you want it to be. Considering everyone has different opinions as to what makes a standout Doctor Who moment, it wouldn't be right for me to pick a winner for this category. So for that reason, the winner is whichever scene you think is the best. My personal winner is O is the Master from Spyfall Part 1. This was an amazing plot twist and cliffhanger to the series opener that I genuinely did not see coming. Sacha Dhawan's performance in this scene is astonishing. In less than 5 minutes, his portrayal as the Master became one of my all-time favourites due to how utterly insane and evil Sacha played the role. The performance is so far removed from the character of O, who Sacha had made so likeable up until this point. Of course, I also have to mention the epic Spy Master music Sega Nakanola composed for this scene. It added so much excitement to the reveal and cliffhanger, and is absolutely one of my favourite music tracks from the Chibnall era. I listen to it way more than I care to admit. Next up, we have the award for Best New Merchandise. Although the world basically ground to a halt in 2020, the BBC and the companies that hold the licence to Doctor Who somehow still managed to release incredible new merchandise for us fans to spend our hard-earned cash on. As in previous years, in putting together the list of nominees, I tried to include a variety of products that I genuinely believe were the best 2020 had to offer. The nominees for Best New Merchandise are Fury from the Deep, DVD/Blu-ray/Steelbook, Out of Time 1, Big Finish Audio, the Collection Season 14 box set, the Collection Season 26 box set, the Faceless Ones, DVD/Blu-ray, The Power of the Daleks, Special Edition DVD/Blu-ray, the Series 12 soundtrack, the 10th Doctor and River Song Big Finish Audio, the 13th Doctor Build-A-Bear, and finally, the Witch is Familiar B&M Collector's Set. I've decided to select 2 winners for this category, which hopefully most of you will agree deserve the award. The winners of the Best New Merchandise of 2020 are Doctor Who The Collection, Season 14 and Season 26. Just like with all the other collection box sets that have been released over the past few years, these box sets have gorgeous packaging, which hopefully you can see there, and I'll briefly show you the back. And not only that, but they are jam-packed with so many special features. Just to name a few, you've got deleted scenes, behind-the-scenes documentaries, audio commentaries, and my personal favourite, editions of Behind the Sofa, which sees the cast and, in fact, other Doctors and recognisable Doctor Who actors react to the stories that are in these seasons. In my opinion, these box sets are a must-buy for Classic Who fans, as they offer a comprehensive and enhanced viewing experience for these 2 excellent seasons of the show. Congratulations to everyone who's involved in putting these box sets together. Moving on to the world of YouTube now, or rather WhoTube, we have the award for Best Fan-Made Video. This award attempts to celebrate the very best Doctor Who themed YouTube videos made by Doctor Who fans all over the globe. Every year I've done these awards, I've really struggled to create a short list of nominees for this category, because the simple fact is, so many Doctor Who fans out there make incredible videos every year. Ultimately though, I mostly considered how the videos were received, i.e. how many likes, comments and views they had. I also considered the video's production values, length and originality, and I tried to ensure the final shortlist had a range of video types. No doubt I've missed a few videos that are worthy of recognition, so my apologies for that, but hopefully you will agree that the 10 nominees for this category are all incredible and worthy of the title. And because of that, I've decided that the award will be given to all 10 of the nominees. Without further ado, the 10 winners of the Best Fan Video of 2020 are Doctor Who, Friends, Companions I've Known by The Confession Dial.
You know I love you so.
Richard Harris.
Doctor! I can't guarantee that you're going to be safe. You're not going to come back as the same people that left here.
Where are you going?
Well, we're never really sure.
Can I join you? I think you would be happy.
Let's go.
Into time and space!
Doctor Who, How Far by Reality Genre Studios.
All those stories you've heard about him, they're not stories, they're true.
Look me up. Under cause of death.
I used to have so much mercy.
How far you've come.
But that's why you're so dangerous. You get one warning. Run.
You just killed someone I like. That is not a safe place to stand.
Exterminate! You're the one who should be afraid.
No second chances.
Never.
I'm that sort of a man.
Doctor Who, The Complete Story of the Time War by the Who Addicts.
At the end of the first year in the Time War, the 8th Doctor witnessed a child dying at the hands of the Daleks. This triggered him to decide that it was finally time that he takes his place and fights in the Time War. He allied himself with River Song in the early years too, having numerous adventures at the very beginning. And it wasn't long before he eventually ran into Cass.
How Doctor Who Pulled Off Its Best Twist by Harbo Holmes.
It's perfectly written and played to appeal to both new and older fans, since classic Who fans instantly understand what the Master appearing means, but new Who fans have been given just enough build up to understand that this Master fellow is a really bad dude. I genuinely think it is hands down the greatest twist the modern show has ever pulled. It's incredible and it feels so good to watch even after you know it's coming.
The Complete History of the Doctor, Doctor Who Timeline by George Sheard.
The 13th Doctor, the 15th incarnation post-Division, and the 32nd known incarnation of the character as a whole. She is played by Jodie Whittaker. This incarnation of the Doctor would travel with Graham, Yaz and Ryan. She would fight off Zim Shaw of the Stenza and a lone Dalek on Earth, all before facing off against the Master.
The Daleks Master Plan documentary by Josh Snares.
This 12-part epic featuring the Doctor's greatest foes sticks out as one of the gems of missing serials. But the making of the serial has its own stories to tell, from producers leaving, last-minute rewrites, and even a walkout on set over endless arguments with William Hartnell. This is the story of the Daleks Master Plan.
The Day of the Doctor, the best anniversary special ever by Full Fat Videos.
The 50th anniversary special features all the references and callbacks to get you giddy, but it never loses sight of what it should really be about. This is about the Doctor. As a romp, it's a fun adventure bolstered by a wicked smart script that's full of zingers and clever ideas. As an emotional journey, it provides a new window into the Doctor's head and closes out a long-standing arc with a bold new direction.
The History of the Daleks, 1963 to 2020 by Mr. TARDIS.
Davros planned to use the Hand of Omega to transform Skaro's sun into a source of energy, which would not only restore the Daleks to their former glory, but make them strong enough to become all-powerful and conquer the galaxy, and also wipe out the Time Lords. Davros, having considered the 4th Doctor's attempted sabotaging of the Daleks as the equivalent of the first shot being fired, declared war on the Time Lords on behalf of the Daleks, thus beginning what would become known as the Time War.
Why the Timeless Children Matters by Richard Lloyd.
The Timeless Children's elevation of regeneration from simple plot device to an active celebration of diversity and otherness is laudable. and its radical reinvention of the Doctor as a beacon of feminine possibility, who literally has to contend with, in Cizzo's words, whole populations issuing from her unconscious, and the springing up of selves she didn't know, is inspired.
And finally, the WhoTube Awards 2020 by me. WhoTube Rewind 2020 by Crispy Pro.
Why are you guys being so mysterious?
Because I can.
In 300 metres, turn left.
Hey, is that Harbo Worms or Holmes or Worms or however you say your name?
Yes, it is. Now stop pointing out the various WhoTubers who are cameoing. It's ruining the flow of the story.
Congratulations to all the creators of the videos I've just mentioned. If you haven't already watched all of the videos, make sure you rectify this as soon as possible, as they really are brilliant and worthy of your time and support. There should hopefully be a link to watch them either in the description down below or in the top right corner of the screen. Moving away from fan-made videos for a second, next up we have the award for Best Official Video. This award attempts to celebrate the very best YouTube videos made by official channels, for example the BBC, Big Finish, and of course the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. 2020 was another great year for official videos, with there being exciting trailers, engaging interviews, hilarious challenge videos, and an animated series, all to tide us fans over while we waited for new episodes of Doctor Who to air. The 10 videos nominated for this category are all so different and excellent in their own unique ways that I've actually decided to give the award to all 10 of the nominees. Without further ado, the best official videos of 2020 are 5 things the Doctor does in any worrying situation.
Look out for your friends, your neighbours, people you hardly know, and family. Because in the end, we're all family. 4, listen to science and listen to doctors. Right? They've got your back. 5, stay strong, stay positive. You've got this. And I will see you very soon.
Daleks, Episode 5, Day of Reckoning.
Exterminate!
Doctor Who, Meeting of the Doctors.
I once had someone shout when I was walking down the street and I hadn't shot a single frame, "Don't break Doctor Who!"
I got a girl in a cafe and I was so excited because I was like, here's my demographic. She was like 16 and she went, I really wanted Ben Whishaw.
You would have been great, Jodie. You would have been really good.
Enter the TARDIS in VR, The Runaway.
You have 30 seconds to comply.
Okay, I need to get a shift on and get Volta home. I'll put the TARDIS on autopilot so I can focus on keeping him nice and zen. We should be able to lose the spuds in the
20 seconds to
I'll try
comply.
to keep Volta's calm.
Joe Grant versus the Autons again, the Collection Season 8 announcement trailer.
They're not selling flowers.
Oh,
no. Aliens?
Oh, yes.
Are we ever going to have a normal weekend?
Run!
Series 12 Supercut trailer.
Ships, sailorless, lay rotting on the sea.
Oh. So satisfying.
And their masts fouled down piecemeal. As they dropped, they slept on the abyss without a surge.
Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred answer Big Finish listeners' questions.
And then, of course, there's the famous Ace.
Aye. Ace!
That's it.
It's up here. It's up here. It's very nasal.
Ace!
Yeah, you hit it.
Oh, that's quite good.
Yes, you hit the nasal.
Ace! Oh, no, that's broken voice.
Oh,
broken Doctor voice. Ace!
The final challenge, Jodie versus Mandip.
She's giving! Jodie, drink water! Come on, Mandip! 30 seconds! Jodie, swallow! Come on, Mandip!
The Home Assistants of Death, the Collection Season 14 announcement trailer.
Kill the weak. Kill the weak. Kill the weak. Kill the weak. Kill the weak.
Yeah. Still got it.
And finally, Tom Baker in conversation with Nicholas Briggs.
What does he hope his legacy as the Doctor is?
Oh, come on. Do you mean, what does he... I mean, legacy just after people die, isn't it? Is he out of his mind? No, I have no intention of dying. None at all. God, it was such an effort to come into this world.
Congratulations to all those involved in making these videos. Next up, we have the award for Best Fan Production, which celebrates the very best Doctor Who fan films and fan audios that came out in 2020. Despite not really watching this sort of content myself, I cannot deny how talented the Doctor Who fandom is when it comes to fan productions. Every year I've ran the WhoTube Awards, I've been left astounded at the production values that go into these sorts of videos, especially in 2020, when all the lockdowns we had obviously restricted the ability for live action fan films to be made. Dare I say it, but I actually think the nominees this year are of a much higher standard than what we had in 2020 and 2019. They're just all so well acted, well directed, well written, with some terrific sound design, and in the case of the live action fan films, some really impressive visuals. Because of this, and the fact I can't actually pick a single winner between them, this year I've decided to give the award to all 10 of the shortlisted nominees. I'm delighted to say that the winners of the Best Fan Production of 2020 are Doctor Who Across the Universe, Series 3, Episode 1, Past Lives, by Tailored Vision.
Assistance. I've never been so humiliated.
Look, it's got us in, hasn't it? There's no need to be so ungracious.
Oh, yeah, I think I've got the perfect right to be ungracious. I'm the senior here. I should be in charge. I'm an experienced,
you're hardly the senior. You're behaving like an errant child.
Don't you flounce in here with your frilled shirt and pretend like you know it all.
Quiet! The pair of you!
Doctor Who Audio Adventures, Series 2, Episode 2, Advisor of the Daleks, by Captain Jimmy Pie.
Initiate spatial shift of the prisoner.
Davros, stop this!
You will obey the Daleks, Doctor. The Exodus begins. New Skaro will rise.
Davros!
Doctor Who Fan Film, Episode 3, The Doctor with a Glass Hand, by Time Lord 2016.
Gone for 3 days and someone's already invading Earth. Work! Sorry.
Doctor Who Guardian, Episode 6, The Last Doctor, by DDK Productions.
Upgrading is compulsory. You will become like us.
Sorry about that.
You will be destroyed. You will be deleted.
Doctor Who Remnants, Prosperity of the Cybermen, by Who Chaser.
Pain. Where is the pain?
Control yourself, Ensign. Don't let this take you over.
I'm trying, but it's difficult. There's something in my head. There's something in my head and it's trying to get out. I'm trying to hang on, but I can only feel myself slipping away into the darkness.
Doctor Who Road, Phase 3, Episode 5, Rise of the Chib, by Jack Reeves.
Has anyone got any idea what's happening? Anyone?
Well, we were hoping you could tell us.
Me?
There's your name on the invite. I'm being set on. We're all being set on! Don't get angry. Just listen, please. You lied to me!
Doctor Who, The Collateral of Ivanhoe, by Mr. TARDIS.
If you asked me if I trusted you, do you know what I'd say? I'd say, Yasmin Khan, I trust you from now until the universe stops spinning, until my heart stops beating, until we can all become dust in the starlight. Because I know you, Yas, and I know you would never deliberately let me down.
Doctor Who Velocity, Episode 6, Tron, by Doctor Who Velocity.
Artificial intelligence, state-of-the-art encryption. I think Jeremy's in over his head. Look for anything suspicious.
Doctor, what's that?
Yep, this is exactly what I was talking about.
The Fall of the Master, by George Sheard.
That was rough, like a night out on Meta, but hang on! The voice? Am I? I can't be, surely not! I am. I'm Scottish, and a woman, but Scottish.
And finally, Torchwood 2000, Part 1, by Fortuna Vega Studios.
Who are you?
With me!
It's following me, it's following me. Where's it following me? Gita, I need intel now.
I don't know, I didn't get a look.
Oh, fat lot of good you are.
Oh, you.
Congratulations to all those who were involved in the production of these spectacular fan projects. As with all the other videos featured in this award ceremony, links to watch or listen to them should be in the description down below, so feel free to check them out after you've finished watching this video. I definitely recommend it as they're all really well made and they just go to demonstrate how talented the Doctor Who fandom is. The next award is for funniest video. If I'm to be honest, I came this close to not including the category this time around, and that was purely because in the original list I put together in 2020, I was only able to find 4 nominees. However, considering 2020 ended up being a really depressing year for most of us, I couldn't let this ceremony video go by without recognising the channels that tried to make us all laugh despite everything. And so what I did was I went back, tried to watch as many videos that came out in 2020 as possible in the hope of finding more nominees. And I'm delighted to say I was able to find another 4 brilliantly funny videos that somehow I completely missed in my initial search. Without further ado, the 8 nominees for funniest video of 2020 are Chibs, a Doctor Who parody by Flower Productions.
Did you have a name in mind for this monster? Oh, sorry lads.
Pating.
Pating?
Yep.
Oh, I like it a lot. Good work, Tim.
Doctor Who fan film Amazing, Christmas 6 by Phoenix Smith.
I have one of the surviving clips right here.
Ooh, a clip.
Well, Doctor Who at the wazoo, I'm going to say a slur. Yes, well, more like the celestial cringe maker.
That could be anyone.
Doctor Who Poop, Fear Her, Part 1 by Doctor Who Poop.
Mate? What? I don't know who you are. You want me to call a doctor? Who? Doctor Who can't help. Can't you feel it, Trish? No. Boys! Help us. Help.
Where's your sense of humour?
Doctor Who Road, Phase 3, Episode 5, Rise of the Chib by Jack Reeves.
I have decided to grant you the rank of Brigadier at unit. Seriously? Wait, hold on. What about Lethbridge Stewart? He has been notified. And his reaction was...
Doctor Who, The Stolen Girth by George Sheard.
I'm sorry!
Daleks accept apologies.
Ranking Doctor Who Companions Because I'm Mean by Josh Snares.
Sergeant Benton, cancelled. Wouldn't even consider him a companion. Actually, I'm going to put him to non-canon. He's barely a companion, he's a guest star. It's like saying, like, Winston Churchill was a companion, and over my dead body! As much as Big Finish keeps trying to peddle off those box sets.
The Benny Hill Theme by Harry's Moving Media.
Benny, 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 Benny. Which one of you hurt my Benny?
And finally, WhoTube Rewind 2020 by Crispy Pro.
I have laid out a mission for you.
A mission for me?
Yes. Do you accept?
It, why not?
Excellent. Walk to the car for your mission to begin.
Wait. Ace, is this you with a voice disguiser?
No, absolutely not.
These are all very funny videos, but hopefully we can all agree that there's one video in particular that stands out as being the funniest and best. And that video is Doctor Who Poop, Fear Her Part 1 by Doctor Who Poop. This is an absolutely hilarious video that packs countless gags into its 10-minute runtime. There are so many genius jokes in this that really have to be seen to be believed, and the video itself is incredibly well edited. Doctor Who Poop somehow managed to seamlessly incorporate his own text, images, and even footage from other Doctor Who episodes into clips of Fear Her, which adds so much to the comedy. I've watched this video at least 5 times since it was first released, and it still makes me laugh and surprises me with some of its completely random gags. If you haven't already watched this video along with part 2, you need to do so at the earliest opportunity, as both videos will have you in hysterics. Congratulations to Doctor Who Poop for making such a hilarious edit of Fear Her, and well done to the other nominees as well. Now it's time for a brand new category that is exclusive to this year's award show, and that is Best Doctor Who Lockdown Video. Hopefully you remember this, but in the early months of the COVID-19 pandemic and the UK's national lockdown, Emily Cook from Doctor Who magazine organised watch-alongs of popular Doctor Who episodes, and the idea was that the cast and crew associated with those episodes would tweet about it while fans all over the globe watched the episodes in unison. This was amazing in itself, but what made the watch-alongs extra special was how Emily actually organised for the cast and crew to make videos to go with each watch-along. What started as a fun, inconsequential video to promote the watch-along of Day of the Doctor very quickly turned into minisodes that actually expanded the stories of the episodes they were associated with. And the truly remarkable thing about this is, as far as I'm aware, all of these videos were made with no budget, considering the amount of Doctor Who writers and famous actors that got involved and the sheer production values of the videos, especially the latter half of them, I just think that's remarkable that they achieved all of that without spending a single penny. Approximately 20 Doctor Who lockdown videos were released in the end, but only 10 of them made it through to the shortlist. And they are... Strax Saves the Day.
All the original Doctors assembled to make this special episode, except of course for most of them. Look out for John Hurt's long-awaited return to the role. Also Billy Piper's long-awaited return to a completely different role. And Tom Baker, at long last, reprising his much-loved character. Who was that supposed to be anyway?
The Raggedy Doctor by Amelia Pond.
The Raggedy Doctor lives in a blue box with doors on the roof. His box has a library and a swimming pool, and the swimming pool is in the library sometimes. The Raggedy Doctor likes to eat fish fingers and custard, which is disgusting.
Rory's Story.
Next week, little Anthony, you will be coming home. Here. To me and your new mum. Which is why I'm recording all of this for you on the only working smartphone in the world.
Farewell, Sarah Jane.
And I think they're out there now. Sarah Jane and the Doctor in the TARDIS, travelling through space and time forever in a story that never ends. That's what I think. What about you?
The Shadow in the Mirror.
She said she didn't need me to be sorry. And she took a big hammer from her pocket. I jumped back from the mirror as she smashed it. She smashed it time after time, smashed it into a million pieces. And then she held her hand out to me.
Pompadour.
I look to you for comfort, but I cannot see you. Why can't I see you? Why is it so quiet, Doctor? Why can't I feel the breath in my lungs or the air stirring on my skin? Where am I, Doctor? Where am I, Doctor?
Doctors Assemble.
Fantastic! Ultimate chuckle vision.
Or the Crankies.
Fair.
Oh dear, I'm starting to feel giddy.
What? What? I'm sorry, but what?
New doctor, new phone. Who this? Whoa.
I know. I'm glad River isn't here. I can't tell you what she'd be thinking.
Oi!
The Long Song fan cover. The Secret of Novice Haim.
My attendant asks if I had any last words,
I wonder.
says the doctor.
That's what she said. Good for her. It's a fine way to live and a fine way to die. Always wondering. Right to the end.
And this is my final realization, that the secret will have to wait.
And finally, The Best of Days.
It's a bit tricky down here at the moment. But keeping it positive, sticking to your good news rule, the skies have never been so blue, the air has never been so clean, and it turns out I love everyone I know. Seriously, that's what you suddenly realise, stuck on your own in your flat. The people you think you hate, you don't hate at all. You miss them.
All of the nominees are fantastic in their own right, but hopefully we can all agree that there was one video that stood out as being the very best and worthy of the title Best Doctor Who Lockdown Video. And that video is... Farewell, Sarah Jane! This was a wonderful epilogue to the Sarah Jane Adventures universe, and a heartwarming tribute to both the character and Elizabeth Sladen herself. It was amazing that so many cast members from the spin-off reprised their roles for this video, especially because unlike the majority of the lockdown videos, we actually got to physically see the characters again, rather than just hear their voices. Everyone gave such truthful and heartfelt performances, but I particularly want to commend Meena Anwar and Anjali Mahindra, whose performances were so astounding that they actually made me cry. Of course, this was aided by both a moving score from Sam Watts, the show's composer, and extraordinary writing from Russell T Davies, who wrote such beautiful and believable dialogue for each of the characters. There's a reason why this video was released on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel rather than the Doctor Who Lockdown channel, and that is because even the BBC recognised how spectacular a video Farewell Sarah Jane was. Congratulations to everyone who was involved in its production. If the video somehow passed you by when it was first released, be sure to check it out when you can, as it is a phenomenal video, and in my eyes it is the true ending to the Sarah Jane adventures. Just make sure you have some tissues handy. And so, we have reached the final award, Best WhoTuber. Of course, all WhoTubers are amazing and should be commended for making videos on Doctor Who, especially during as depressing a year as 2020 ended up being. But this award attempts to recognise the very best WhoTubers, who go above and beyond to educate and entertain us. As with previous years, in coming up with the list of nominees, I tried not to simply nominate the channels that I watch, and instead selected channels that I honestly felt released the best videos of 2020. That being said, a lot of the channels I do watch did make it to the list though. In creating the list, I mostly looked at originality and quality of content, as well as number of uploads in 2020. Since my choice of winner is highly likely to be biased towards the WhoTubers that I watch, I'm going to do things differently this year. Instead of there being a single winner from a shortlist of 10 nominees, this year the winner's going to be all 20 WhoTubers who were in my original long list of nominees. I'm delighted to say that the 20 best WhoTubers of 2020 are Council of Geeks, Crispy Pro, Doctor Who Adventures, EMS Productions, Gallifrey Forever 97, George Sheard, Harbo Hooms, Harry's Moving Media, Jack Reeves, Josh Snares, Mr. TARDIS, Phil Hawkins, Richard Lloyd, Stu Bagful, Tailored Vision, The Doctor Who Guide, The Host Productions, The Who Addicts, The Whoniverse, and Who Chaser. Congratulations to all the channels I've just mentioned. When I was first putting this list together, all the way back in 2020, you each convinced me that you deserved recognition for your well-made, engaging, and numerous uploads. Thank you so much for keeping us all entertained during a horrible year, and to those of you that are still making content, please keep up the excellent work. If you haven't already subscribed to all of the channels I've just mentioned, make sure you rectify this as soon as possible, as they're all brilliant and absolutely deserve your support. And there we have it. That brings the WhoTube Awards of 2021 to a close. Congratulations to all of the winners and the nominees, and thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be kind enough to give it a like, and if this is your first time here, please consider hitting that subscribe button, as I've got a lot of great Doctor Who content to come over the coming months. Please also consider checking out all of the WhoTubers and videos that I've mentioned in this video, as I've said time and time again, they're all brilliant and really do deserve your support. Links to all the channels and videos should be in the description down below. To be honest, this is likely to be the final time that I do the WhoTube Awards, so I would just like to quickly take this opportunity to thank you for all of your support over the past few years. Whether you presented a category for me, submitted an acceptance video, voted in the categories, left a nice comment, or simply watched the videos. I really do appreciate your support, and it was just so nice to see people get behind this passion project of mine. The WhoTube Awards may have been an absolute nightmare to organise and so time consuming, but it was all worth it to celebrate this amazing community that we're part of. All that's left for me to say is enjoy the rest of 2023 and the 60th anniversary celebrations, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video. See ya!